Good evening and welcome to Late Night Review, where we talk about what's happening
and what's not.
I'm Jack Overbeck.
And I'm Maddie Cashel.
And here are tonight's top stories. Last Thursday night, President Trump ordered a missile strike against the air base from which Russian-backed Syrian President Bashar al-Assad launched a gas attack earlier in the week. Said Vladimir Putin, "Oh, Donald is just playing hard to get." Not too much. Trump officials have also demanded that Russia discontinue all support of the Assad regime. Kind of like when your girlfriend tells you to stop texting all those other hoes.
Tim Tebow has started playing for a minor league baseball team in South Carolina called the Colombian Fireflies, with some calling it the second act of his career, although most fans were unaware because they left during the intermission.
Donald Trump said he fully supported Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's choice to enact the so-called nuclear option in order to push through Judge Neil Gorsuch's confirmation. Trump was later disappointed when he learned that Congress hadn't actually annihilated itself.
Last Tuesday, stand-up comic Louis C.K. released his first Netflix comedy special titled Louis C.K. 2017, to which Trump replied, "Another election already?"
On Friday, President Trump hosted Chinese President Xi Jinping at his lavish Mar-a-Lago estate, where he seems to be spending a lot of his time lately. And honestly, the only way I'd approve of this particular visit is if Trump had been misguidedly trying to negotiate for some 1988 vintage Mulan Szechuan sauce, buddy!
Last week, the latest Star Wars installment, Rogue One, was released for DVD, digital download, and Blu-ray. Customers can open the packaging with the included life-size replica of Felicity Jones's teeth.
It's rebellion, isn't it?
I rebel!
rebel! Republicans in Georgia are trying to put another GOP candidate in the now vacant seat of Tom Price, Trump's new Secretary of Health, but are finding it harder than they first anticipated, saying that it's difficult now to point at someone and say they're an ideal conservative. Georgia Republicans, that's because that doesn't exist.
Last Friday, Judge Neil Gorsuch was confirmed to a seat in the Supreme Court, after which Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg reportedly asked him, "You ready to get hazed, pledge?"
This past Sunday, Sergio Garcia won his first Masters jacket at Augusta National Golf Club. Said club officials, "Yeah, Sergio, he's the gardener, right? Yeah, can you have Sergio bring me an ice-cold cola?"
The U.S. Navy recently sent a carrier battle group towards the Korean Peninsula in a show of force against Kim Jong-un. Apparently, Trump's America's First motto actually meant America, first combatant in World War III.
Last week, Pepsi released a highly controversial ad that seemed to imply that the problems of police injustice and brutality could be solved if protesters just gave cops a can of Pepsi. When faced with massive online backlash, one Pepsi executive reportedly said, "I know just the thing that'll calm down all this tension and hostility."
The banking giant Wells Fargo has ordered those responsible for a large-scale sales fraud scandal to pay millions of reparations, while the current Wells Fargo board of directors places blame for the problems on the banker's former chief executive. Oh, so Trump gets it from the banking industry.
On Monday, a federal judge struck down the controversial Texas voter ID law, saying that it discriminated against Black and Hispanic people. The legislators who wrote the law said in response, "Well, yeah, that was our idea."
Yesterday was National Siblings Day, and in honor of that, I would like to give a shout out to my two siblings. To my little brother, thanks for not being a girl. And to my older brother, thanks for being an accident, because without you, I wouldn't be here.
Now comes a time in the program where I would like to introduce a new segment in which I will show pictures of Steve Bannon, America's resident meth-addicted bridge troll, that both disgust and amuse me. First up, we have a picture of Bannon apparently celebrating after winning an esports match of his favorite video game, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Next, we have a snapshot of the first junior high awkward arm's length distance dance between Bannon and former boyfriend Donald Trump. I say former because Trump reportedly dumped Bannon for his own son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Moving along, here's Bannon rocking his signature Derek Zoolander-inspired white supremacist steel. This is the first time Bannon learned how to FaceTime. The other person on the line thought the image was really grainy at first, but then just decided Bannon's a grainy kind of guy. Oh, here's one of Bannon sharing a secret with a velociraptor. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Kellyanne Conway, my mistake. And lastly, tonight I have for you the picture that stopped my search because of the burning sensation in my eyes. Steve Bannon in shorts, everyone! When I said bridge troll, I meant it. For Late Night Review, I'm Jack Overbeck.
I'm Maddie Castro.
Good night!